I also noticed that many of you have written on Instagram, hashtag I stand with Bjorn. Skål. My brothers and my sisters. Okay. Hello. Welcome back to the show. It's been a bit crazy lately, the last few days. But more importantly, my other microphone. There's something wrong with my other microphone, and that's why I'm using this one, as you can see here. I hope the sound is all right. Now, we're going to talk about Stoicism. We're going to have some chocolate coffee. I have a beer. Someone asked me, what kind of beer is this? It's actually a non-alcoholic beer. It's Klausthaler, Radler. The Germans and the Austrians watching this, they know what Radler is. It's lemonade mixed with beer, and summertime, it's wonderful. It's a bit warm for chocolate coffee, but we'll have some anyway. But first, beer. Cheers. So, first of all, I would like to thank the what should we call them? The little trolls. I see a little troll over there. Don't be scared. And there's another one over there watching this. Don't go away. We're going to get. We're going to deal with you as well, but we will be nice here. I want to thank the trolls for increasing the traffic to my YouTube channel. Because of that, I reached I set goals, and so when my channel reaches, makes so and so much money, more money, I go to the candy store, which is my name for the camera shop. So I'm getting a new camera. I'm very excited about that. I don't need a new camera. I know but I can find excuses for buying a new camera at any time. Okay, where was I? Yes, I had to take down my last video, and there are reasons for that. None of those reasons are the reasons that you haters and you trolls want. Have you seen those worms, that big worms that live in these pipes on the bottom of deep oceans, where there are these, they call it vents. There are warm fumes coming up from the I don't know, what's it called, where it's lava and stuff, and gases coming up there, and they live on these vents, as they call them, kind of worms, and they have never seen daylight. They have never seen our part of the world. You will have a better chance of getting those worms apologizing. Okay? I will not apologize. Just so that we have that, I have nothing to apologize for. And I will not talk about and explain my view on racism, because I know I'm not a racist, and I also know that making such a statement about me is just ridiculous. I don't have a need to explain why I don't need to defend myself. You know, I'm not going to do that. It would feel a little bit like kneeling, and there's a lot of people kneeling now. I see it all over, you know, people kneeling. Hold on. I don't kneel. I don't even kneel for my gods. So I certainly wouldn't kneel for you guys over there. No. Not going to happen. I would rather die. Just get this. This is something you need to understand. I would rather die than kneel for you self-righteous morons out there. Now, I would also like to say that I am very grateful for the support, for all the support, and it warms my heart. I've had people messaging me from, actually this time it was actually from all continents. So, and you know, there are many people are upset about what's happening over there in the USA and in other parts of the world as well now. And they saw my video, and they also, excuse me, so they expressed their sympathy and their support. So you have people from Africa, like, and from the little, you know, the pictures, in, you know, the profile picture, I don't really take notice of skin color much, but those were, you know, I've had a few from people with a darker skin color, and when you have people with a darker skin color telling me that what you're saying is you know, I've told this, I'm in full support of that. And then you have people who look have a skin color like me, telling me I'm a racist. It's clown world, you know. It's clown world. It's insane. It's everything is upside down now. So I do regret one thing, and this is not an apology. I do regret calling the people rioting in the streets. I regret calling them animals. They are not animals. Well, we're all animals, you know. We are, you know, we are human beings. We're a species of animals, okay? But you know what I mean. I shouldn't have called them animals because I like animals. I very much like animals, so I shouldn't have called them that. That's much too nice. There is no excuse for doing what they're doing, beating up people, destroying people's property. There's no excuse for that. No excuse at all. When I recorded that video, I had seen videos, shop owners defending their property because the police had moved out. And they were defending their property against the rioters. And to me, it looked like the rioters were both black and white, you know. But the shop owners were all, you know, with black, or, you know, with a African ancestry, you know. So I'm defending, essentially, I don't like the words black and white, but okay, I'm defending black people's right to defend and protect their property against rioters who are very often white. The Antifa people, they are white. From my understanding, they're white. And I'm the racist. You won't get an apology from me. Ever. I think everyone who has been on social media and who have a large following, they know that you can't make apologies. That's the sad truth, because it's blood in the water. It's blood in the water. These people, the self-righteous outrage mob, these people, they get encouraged by that. So you can't apologize ever. And now, of course, I knew that when I took the video down, they would say, well, it's because you regret what you were saying. And one guy, he said something like, you were caught doing or expressing racism. And, oh, racismus, bad boy. Oh, these people. I stole that one, racismus. That's a YouTuber. I can't remember his channel's name now. Racismus, bad boy. Very naughty. Yeah, I knew, of course, that that would be blood in the water. But I will be back, and I have more material now, so it will be that. I'm looking forward to that video. But no apology from me, you little bastards. No, no, you're not getting that. So, well, yes, back to the marine biology. So, blood in the water, that expression, it's because if you apologize, it's like pouring blood in the water. Have you been shark diving? I have. It's very fascinating. They didn't pour blood in the water when we were shark diving, but you do that sometimes to attract the sharks, obviously. But it can be dangerous, and it's not recommended. From what I understand and what I've been told is that, well, it's not dangerous for the divers, but what happens with the sharks is that they get into this frenzy, and when there is no more, they use half-rotten fish often, and when there is nothing more to eat, they tend to attack each other, the sharks. And if one of them gets a tear in its skin, the other sharks will eat it. They will eat that shark. They will kill it and eat it, or eat it alive. And you don't want that to happen to sharks, obviously. So it's not recommended. That's what I've been told. And there's a lesson there to learn for you self-righteous you people. They will come for you as well. They will. Because decent people, we don't have time for your shit. Sorry about the expression. I know there are young people watching this. Excuse my... Uncle Bjorn said a bad word. But we don't have time for that. And so you will be rioting, you will be screaming, and when there are no one... When you don't have any more people to scream at, you will start picking victims among your own. And you will start eating your own. So I kind of pity you, because what is coming for you is not nice. So, but I've said before that it's never too late to become a better person, to turn around and become a decent human being. So you can still, I believe, walk away from all that and become a better person. I know you won't listen to this because you think you are so virtuous now. Oh, you're so virtuous. You're you're almost, I was almost getting a little bit rude now, but getting off, isn't that? Because just the virtue is so, it fills you, you know, the virtue, oh, you're so, oh, no, we don't have time for your nonsense. Okay, we will move on now to, let's see now. We will move on to talking about Stoicism. And Stoicism has a role in all this. Sometimes I miss. Okay. Now I want to thank all you guys for all your support. I mean, your messages, so many messages, and hundreds. It's it warms my heart. And I also noticed that many of you have written on Instagram, hashtag I stand with Bjorn. Skål. My brothers and my sisters. I'm quite emotional. So I actually I had, you know, a little bit of a tear in my eye when I saw that. So thank you. You are awesome. You're just awesome. Yeah, but okay, Stoicism. I'll get closer. Let's see now. Yes. This was not a good place to sit. Stoicism. I've talked about Stoicism before. There are many aspects to Stoicism. I use Stoicism as a technique, or a toolbox, you know, on a daily basis. And there are many tools in that box. One of those tools is that, and I've said this before, you don't have to feel everything. When I was young, I kind of thought that I almost had an obligation to feel everything. But it's okay. I had to tell myself and teach myself that you don't have to feel everything. It's okay to put, if you imagine no, I must sit here. If you imagine a drawer, you have a drawer in your desk, right? So in my study I have a drawer, and I things that I need to keep, but I don't, you know, letters and so on that I don't need to. I want to keep them, but I'm not looking at them on a daily basis, or very often. They go in that drawer. And it's the same with emotions and feelings and difficult stuff. I'm not saying you're not going to deal with it. You have to deal with difficult stuff, but sometimes you have to put those issues in that drawer. So it is one of the techniques, and I'm telling you this just to illustrate what I'm talking about here. But in the context of a social media storm, now this thing about the video that I had to take down, I wouldn't call that a storm. And the reason for that is that I already have there's a plane over there. I already have a large following, and people know where I stand. So accusing me for racism, it's just, it's not only is it ridiculous, but people aren't going to believe that, you know, because of obvious reasons. And I'm not going to. I worked with those issues before, and I can tell you one thing: the strategy that you, the outrage mob out there, you little trolls there, if you're still here, that strategy that you are using is the exact same strategy used by one other group that I had a little bit of problems with in social media, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I'm not going to say the name here because YouTube doesn't like that word, but I'll say it's the National Socialists. You know who those guys were or are. You know, yeah, I know you little trolls, you little outrage mob out there, you virtuous people. you like to call everyone who is in the center or right politically for that word. You like to call them that word, you know. But I'm talking about people who they themselves are calling them. They are calling themselves that. Okay, so they are proper National Socialists. So they were using the exact same tactic as you guys now, screaming "Racismus!" Chew on that for a little while. And also, I think it's not all bad with the riots and all that, because you get some exercise, you people. From what I've seen, you need that. You need some exercise. But anyway, Stoicism is something you can use. It is a philosophy, of course, obviously, but I look at Stoicism as a group of tools that makes me, as a very emotional person, able to handle difficult stuff. One other technique that I would like to mention is how to use time. Now, yesterday was a very difficult day for me, because someone I care about has cancer, and he was going in for a checkup, and I was waiting for the results. I was waiting to be told how are things going. It was a difficult time, but I said to myself, I'm going to occupy myself with other stuff as long as I can, and I will allow myself 2 or maximum 3 hours of worry. I did, and that makes it easier to handle, you know. It makes it easier to say to yourself, okay, I have time off now. I've still had time off, and my worry time starts at 1 p.m. for instance. It might sound a bit strange, but it is a technique that works for a lot of people. Now, okay, let's see now. Still can't light a campfire. Well, maybe I could have done that today, but it's been raining. Okay. Yeah. I'll put this here. So the next technique, if you will, that I would like to mention, there are many, but I don't know if this is actually Stoicism, but it's, to me it is. Savor the moment. And I actually think that's the, I recently found out that part of my ancestry comes from Scotland, and I'm a Duncan, and their motto, I believe, I hope, I'm not mistaken now, is savor the moment, which to me means that enjoy the moment and live in the, not in the past, not in the future. It's not now. Enjoy what's happening right now, because that moment is gone. It's gone in a flash, in a moment. And while I'm talking, the moment is gone. But I'm enjoying myself now. I'm sitting here in the cave and having my chocolate coffee made from my haters' tears. Should I write that on the bottle? And it's wise. We should savor the moment. We should enjoy the good things in life. And the good things in life, it's the moments. It is the moments. Yeah. I am generally a person who is, I'm quite content. I am happy. I am actually a very happy person. People who know me, it's kind of, sometimes it surprises them when I say that, but I am happy. My face, it's just my face looks grumpy. I can't help it. It's just my face, I guess. But no, it's, I think we all have things to be grateful for, and we all have our struggles. It's if there is something that I've learned after I worked as a therapist, is that everyone is fighting a battle. Life isn't easy for anyone out there. You might think so, and especially, people tend to think that people who have a lot of money, well, life is easier for them. Well, lots of things get easier and better when you have a lot of money, but they have their struggles, and it's true what they say, right? Money can't buy everything. So savor the moment and live in the present and enjoy life. Cheers. Extra salty coffee. Yeah. I don't know. I had a lot of ideas for this video, but now I'm feeling the calm, and it's so calm now. Maybe that could be added, put in the toolbox as well. If you just sit still, you just go to somewhere where it's not noisy, and stay there for a while. Maybe it will become very clear what you need to do, and which parts of your life you need to keep and which parts you need to get rid of. It's a wonderful morning. And apparently the whole corona crisis is over. isn't it? It's a miracle. It's a miracle. People gathering in the streets in large groups, screaming and shouting, and not social distancing. So apparently, it's over now. That's fantastic. Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I remember many years ago I was working on a project, a school project, about, well, it was more, I was organizing with one other student, I was organizing it was about the apartheid regime in South Africa. I didn't know that much about South Africa at the time, but we were looking at how people got together and built communities, how they could do that across, what's it called? Oh, racial, I hate those words, black and white. Well, black isn't a race, white isn't a race, you know, it's ethnic groups is more correct, you know, and so that ethnic groups could come together and build communities together. I know it's not gone the right way the last few years in South Africa. There's a lot of discrimination going on there now, mostly against the people who have white skin. It's quite terrible down there now. But at one point we saw hope, and we saw people coming together. We saw it was quite amazing to see. And I don't know if this is correct because I've never been to South Africa. So I was only watching this on the news, and the news weren't that sensational and biased back then, I believe. So just want to say that if it is true that people could come together and build communities across, well, you know, those, and bury that hate, you know, then there is still hope, I guess. There's still hope for, you know, in America and Europe as well. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's a bit naive. The outrage mob and the virtuous people kneeling in the streets and all that nonsense now. It's not helping. It's not helping. But anyway, yeah, I must admit this upsets me. It's like, would you think it's right to demand that every Muslim apologizes for terrorism committed by these Islamist groups? I don't think that's you know, I would say no. They should not apologize for that, obviously. But now it seems like if you have pale skin, you must apologize just because you have pale skin. And you know what? That's the definition of racism. And I'll just end the video with that. I'll get back to Stoicism, but I think the video is long enough already. Again, have a wonderful day. Stay safe. You know what to do. You know just stay safe and take care of your loved ones, your families, and I don't know what to say. Keep calm and yeah, okay. And to the trolls, so if the trolls are still there, if you're still listening, well, there's still hope for you as well. I think. I'm not sure, but let's say there is still hope for you as well. Okay. Have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon. Bye.